We're here.
We are here.
We are deep into an off season of football. It is now hockey time.
Hockey time, racing time, baseball time. Pitchers and catchers have reported.
Yes, we got baseball. We got hockey. We got Jeremy. Oh, we have something. Someone sent us a super chat at the end of.
Yep, I think it was. I know exactly who you're talking about. So let's do that one. It was a random 50 bomb. Let me pull that up here in the meantime.
Do you remember who it was?
I believe, if I can remember, I can actually highlight it right here. If I can do dumpster fire, and then
I have the super chat. I just forgot who it was. We suck.
Well, it's Justin. I think it was Justin.
Okay. All right. I have the actual super here.
Yeah, I can actually. You can highlight. You can actually do the archive. So if you actually go to Earn and then super chat.
I'm a catcher, by the way. I pitched
Justin Ziegler. Justin
Ziegler. He said, for the hard work this year, thank you for everything this year. I know why 5 hates Dan Campbell. He is still scarred by the QB sneak on 3rd and long.
He is.
He knows he is jealous. Aggressive play calling works. In short, he misses him. R.I.P. 5's dad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And yes, I do.
How did the funeral go, by the way, man? I heard it from what you're saying. It was a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah, it was good. You know what? Nobody ever sits there and is like, man, that was a great funeral. Nobody ever says that, right?
Well, you don't say it's a good funeral, but you can say it's a good ceremony. You know?
It was well done. It was military with honors. They did the 18-gun salute. The Air Force was there. They had cadets actually as the pallbearers, and he was given a proper send-up. The whole flag folding and everything was done just how I envisioned it, as I guess.
Do they do 21-gun salute for Air Force or
no? It's
in action.
No, the way they did it was six cadets or 6 enlisted soldiers, airmen with guns, and they shoot twice. So
12 guns.
And they played taps too.
Taps.
And it was sad, but at the same time, I'm a little relieved, just in the fact that he'd been sick for a long time. So it was awesome to, you just I don't know, you see these things in your mind, how they're going to be, and sometimes they're not as bad as you think. They're not as good. They're not good.
Honestly, your dad's in a much better place right now.
Yeah,
he was in a world where he wasn't himself, and I mean, like with most caretakers too, it's like partial relief, partial sadness because you've been taking care of them for a long time. Caretaker burnout is a very real thing. I've seen it with
it was happening to my mom for sure.
Yeah, because it's tough because they can't help it, but at the same time, it's a full-time job on its own.
Oh, it's killing my mom, honestly. My dad, this is one thing we forget, for the last 2 years, he was really stable. He would get up, he would walk a little bit, and then you would move him from his wheelchair to the living room, and he would just watch TV, and then he would eat at lunch. And it was sad, but before that, I know y'all don't want to hear about this, but before that, he would try to escape the house, or he would walk around all through the night and keep her up. And there were times where she woke up and he was dressed in his fucking military uniform being like, hey, I got to go to the Pentagon. So there was some really odd things. And, once he got stable, it was also kind of sad because he couldn't talk or interact. So it just sucked all around. I don't know. There's no comfort in Alzheimer's. It's just a shitty fucking disease. It sucks ass. But anyways, fun stuff. All right. So the Stadium Series. Yeah, let's transition to sports, everyone.
Well, I mean, that's a great way to escape it. Your dad was a big fan of sports. Let's talk
He
sports.
was. He was actually an Islanders fan, so
Oh,
I chose the Rangers. Yeah.
well, right now they're losing the Pens 1-0, and hopefully the Pens don't go on the power play because it is ace.
Ace. The thing is, my dad, when he came in, the Islanders were top shit.
Oh yeah, back in the 80s. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mike Bossy, they won 4 out of 5 cups or something like that, or 3
They
out
won
of
4
4
straight, and then they won.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they won 4 straight, and then they lost to Edmonton. That's right. And then Edmonton's era took over
Edmonton
after
won
that.
4, and then I think the Flames won 1,
And
Canadiens
then
won 1, and then
yep.
Edmonton won like 4 and 5 years, and then Calgary won 1, Edmonton won another, and then Pittsburgh.
Yeah, without Gretzky. Yeah, so like
they won without Gretzky.
Messier,
Mark Messier. They still had Tikkanen, Glenn Anderson, Grant Fuhrer, Kevin Lowe.
Those teams. Sergei Zubov was a freaking stud.
With the Rags, yeah.
Yeah, McTavish was out there.
Craig McTavish. They had Adam Graves for a hot minute.
Oh no, I'm talking the Oilers.
No, Adam Graves was an Oiler. He was.
Graves was an Oiler?
Yeah, he was. He was there briefly. He was Detroit. He got traded to Edmonton with Peter Klima in the Jimmy Carson trade. So he was an Oiler.
I mean, he was one of the greatest Rangers of all time. I thought he was native. I remember that 94 team for sure. They had Brian Leach, Esa Tikkanen.
It was pretty much all like late 80s Oilers and early 90s Blackhawks.
And defectors, bunch of like
and Russians. Like you had Kovalev, Nemchinov, Sergei Zubov. I think you had one more there too.
Mateau was there.
Yep. Mateau.
Glenn Healy was the backup.
Eddie Olczyk was sitting in the back.
Eddie Olczyk was, he won a cup.
Like Jeff Bukaboom, former Oiler, Glenn Anderson.
We had Messier,
McTavish,
Craig McTavish. Kevin Lowe was on that team, I believe.
Yep, Kevin Lowe, he was. Charlie Huddy was not on that team, but I know.
Yeah, basically the Rangers were the Oilers. That's all they were, with minus
and some Blackhawks.
Yes, minus.
You had Steve Larmer there too.
Yeah, Larmer was there. That was a great team. Gravesy was great. Zubov, man, those are memories. Only how many years ago? 30 years.
30 years.
30-year anniversary. This could be the Rangers' year. Said that in 2014.
We'll see.
All right, let's get to some supers.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do this. Thoughts on the rumor?
Oh, we didn't even talk about the game, though.
Oh, yep. You were talking about that game, man.
Yeah, so the Rangers were down 4-1. And it's looking pretty bleak. And then they scored a couple, and then they were down 5-3 in the third, and they got lucky. They got a couple power plays, and then Mika just buried one.
That was a snipe.
Late. Oh my gosh! Like he's becoming the new Ovi over there. Like, and what's crazy about his shot that I love is like he has a long delivery. Like, and he just. I mean, he puts everything into it, and he's deadly accurate. I love Mika's shot from over there, and he just buried it. And then Panarin makes a great play 10 seconds into the overtime. And even with the net knocked off the mooring, puck still goes in, and the Rangers win. Apparently the Isles just scored.
Yep, they did. Brock Nelson on a fast break, and that's the Pens road. I wasn't able to watch the Stadium Series. Jaromir Jagr had a jersey retirement in Pittsburgh, so I was watching that.
Oh,
yep. Weak. So Jagr actually had that, and then the Penguins lost because their power play's fucking putrid. So,
how did they not score? Oh, the Rangers are playing Dallas. It's a hockey night, everyone. If you don't like hockey,
dude, Dallas is a good team, so don't be shocked if it'll be a tight game either way.
Nope. All right, Nick Shannon, thoughts on the rumored NHL expansion to Cincy? Makes sense. I mean, Ohio.
Well, not just that. They had a moment with the WHA. They had the Cincinnati Cyclones for a long time. Cincinnati the Stingers, I think it was, when the OHA and the WHA. So they do have history.
I'm really surprised they haven't gone to like a Houston or a San Antonio or something like that. Just a more populous area. Maybe Dallas is afraid of them coming in and Mark Cuban. Who owns the Stars?
Stars. I mean, I'm not sure, but I know like Tillman Fertitta has been interested in running an NHL team, but like, I mean, there hasn't really been much noise on that front. I figured they want an expansion team, if anything. So the question there is more or less who's getting the expansion team. I know like the Coyotes, there's still a lot of a limbo in there. They might be moving to Salt Lake because they're interested.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, Gary Bettman sees expansion as a revenue source because of the expansion fees.
Because they'll see like 500, 800, like $1 billion. It's just a quick infusion, and it's a really bad business model because all it does is dilute the model.
Yeah, and the other owners are pissed, and they have to split the.
They get the revenues, and I mean, if you're looking at 500 million, you're looking at 10, 15 million, maybe 20 million, 30 million per team, which is like, okay, we'll take it.
Yeah, you got to fix the teams that are sucking ass, right? Like, Arizona is playing in a college arena, right?
Yeah, they've lost 10 straight too.
Yeah,
I mean, I figured like they were doing all right, but I mean, you played in the college arena because you thought you were going to get Tempe, and Tempe didn't work.
It was ridiculous. The King Barrel Maker, in the last 5 years, MLB will no longer be the worst run league in America. Who am I kidding? They'll replace Man Fraud with someone worse. Even Goodell never told Raiders fans to root for the 49ers.
That was hilarious. It's like, oh, yeah, Oakland, you could just root for San Francisco. Yeah. Hey, by the way, White Sox fans, if you ever move, dude, Cubs are up the road. No point. I mean, I can't see why White Sox fans wouldn't root for the Cubs.
Doesn't work that way. Like, if you're in San Diego, like, you don't root for the LA Chargers. Like, you're pissed off.
Yeah, it's like the Angels, if they move to Long Beach, they're not going to root for the Dodgers. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a Mets fan, they move. Would you root for the Yankees?
No.
Of course.
Dear God, not. No. All the Dodgers fans, the Brooklyn Dodgers fans and the New York Giants fans, they all became Met fans. And they waited. However, 5 years, I think. Yeah, for them to expand, because they were like, nah, man, fuck you. I'm rooting for the fucking Yankees. Oh, Mika on a breakaway. Oh, he does not score.
Well, the Pens failed a power play again, which is pretty standard. And Matt Barzal is on a breakaway. Is he going to score? Yes, he is. He scored. Great job, Penguins.
Are the Penguins even going to make the playoffs?
No, they're fucking garbage. And the problem is they should have started rebuilding a couple years ago because you have no depth, you have no farm system, and you have a lot of flaws in the roster. But
it's true.
Unfortunately, this is I mean, you're locked into this shit. So great. I mean, what do you do at the deadline? I mean, Gensel might be gone. He's injured, but it's like the team's
y'all are sellers. Y'all are sellers.
Here's the problem. Does FSG want to sell? Because like you're already locked into your core long term. I mean, Crosby's still pretty good, but he's not transcendent. Malkin and Letang are still good, but they're not what they were. And they're going to keep declining. They're in their mid-30s now, man. Crosby 36, Malkin's 38, Letang's 36.
You can get out of
Gensel, do you bring him back? He might be gone. Because you have like Rust and Raquel. The problem is you got to rebuild the farm system. You're probably looking at a retool on the fly because everyone's locked into long-term deals and no movement clauses.
You got to tank. Look at the Blackhawks.
They're not going to tank for 3 or 4 years. Here's the thing.
Blackhawks, though.
I was saying it at the time of the Rangers series. Like, that was their last shot because you had so many guys in free agency, you had no farm system, you blew all your load, you made so many mistakes, and you've amplified them with even more mistakes with Hextall. And, I mean, the problem is you don't have that youth coming in the farm system like you did, say, 2016, 2017, when you had a bunch of black aces really come in and infuse that lineup and find that identity. And now you have this power play that's complete fucking garbage. I mean, Erik Karlsson's fun to watch, but he's not moving the needle.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you did win 2 cups. You squeezed,
well, 3 cups.
3 cups. Yeah, you squeezed.
So you know what? That's why you shouldn't feel bad for us. I mean, you know what? I'm going to take my cups. I'm going to go down to the abyss. And we are going to go back to 03, 04. We are going to deal with that dog shit in the X generation. And you know what? That's all we can do.
You were really annoying when the Penguins were winning cups.
Well, you were annoying because you kept choking to us, dude.
I know.
2016, I mean, you were fucking done then. But, I mean, you got 3-1. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways. The vegan metalhead says, "I've been to so many funerals, I can't." Yeah, it's never. Nobody ever says, "Man, that was an awesome funeral."
Mhm.
Nobody.
Unless it's
They're
like
just
someone you hated, just to like make sure they're
I
dead.
don't even. What you're gonna dunk on someone you hate? I don't know.
You
Maybe a
never know,
Hugh
man.
Culverhouse, or
Well,
who is? I don't know.
probably Dan Snyder if that happens. But even then,
He
like
never
people
did
like Dan
anything to
Snyder.
me personally, right?
Well, I mean, a
Like,
lot of Twitter's would be celebrating if that happens,
yeah.
which is weird, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I ain't gonna feel bad for Dan Snyder. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, we got a 50
We got
bomb.
a 50 bomb from Mr. Hiei. We bring out the Jeebus. We're gonna need all the Jeebus today. Praise the Jeebus. Hallelujah. Praise the Jeebus. Jeebus with the Portland Timbers Scarfy Darf.
Oh wait, I got it. I got a Portland Timbers scarfy.
Oh yeah, you have it back there
right here.
Exactly.
Supporter scarf, always with me. That was a great trip out to Portland. All right, you read that.
And I know you don't want to do it again because it's just a lot of a turnaround, but I get it. Milwaukee won't get an NHL team until Fiserv is replaced. Barclays to Electric Boogaloo. Yep, that's what I've heard. Like, it's not built for hockey. Salt Lake City new arena for the 34 Olympics with interest and ownership. Houston still in front of the line as of today. No sign that Vulcan is paying out for Portland NHL. Yeah, I mean, Portland, I don't know about that. It's Salt Lake, Houston, maybe Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas.
They have an arena from 2006. So, I mean, they do have an NHL ready arena.
It just makes me wonder how many teams are they going to be the first 40 league team and just like that. The
Problem
Quebec
is, if you're
City
40
wants
leagues,
one.
Well, Quebec City, the thing with the NHL is they're interested in upside. They're not interested in the floor. Quebec City, we know they're going to have a great floor. Like they're going to have a Winnipeg type floor, but their ceiling's not that high.
No.
They're interested in the ceiling, which is why they've kept in Arizona for God knows how long.
Yeah. I mean, look at Edmonton. Like Edmonton, for as much as they love hockey, it's like it's just if they didn't get Connor McDavid, then
I mean, they were looking to move to Seattle for a bit there. That's how they got their new arena. I mean, look at Winnipeg. They're having trouble because the Canadian economy's going to shit.
But you got to say, I mean, Vegas was a good move. Seattle's looking like a good move.
Well, Seattle, I figured was a good move. Vegas, I got turned off on because
Arizona
of Arizona.
just makes
like
no
it was just be a fucking sit. Well, Arizona, they made way too many mistakes and had too many shitty owners.
Well, in Arizona, I mean, or Vegas was a good proof of concept that, look what followed was
just a bunch of imitators and they don't work. I mean, the Raiders aren't Las Vegas. I mean, the A's, like, they're just going to be a sideshow in Las Vegas. Like, they want authentic, like, their own franchises.
Mm-hmm. The man they call Cobra, Jason Thompson, epidural shot didn't work. Fuck my life. Now I must prepare for surgery. Yep, he sent me a message. Hopefully a disc replacement instead of a fusion. Fuck yeah. Hopefully it heals up properly. And that sometimes the it's I don't know what the percentages are, but sometimes the surgery can work and you can be back to your life. It's risky. But now you have no option.
Yeah, I mean, it was the Jack Eichel surgery, right? Disc replacement.
Mm-hmm. You better go to Jack Eichel's surgeon. Yeah. What's worse is when you get a surgery like that, they're just like, like they don't really care that they're not going to treat you like you're Jack freaking Eichel. Like,
of course not, unless you got the money. Like, I mean, Vegas was ponying up for that surgery because once they traded him, it's like, get the surgery.
Right.
Buffalo didn't want him for the surgery. That was a huge sticking point.
There you go. Score! New York Rangers. Capo Caco
scored a goal. That's crazy.
He's playing hot. Oh man, if we had Hedel.
Do you think you go center at the deadline?
We could.
Or do you go more defense?
They're looking at Frank Vatrano, which I'm
Frank Vatrano.
Or
I mean, you've had Vatrano before.
These guys, the guys we've had before.
Well,
so
Tarasenko wouldn't be a bad get. You might get trade him for like a second, maybe a
last
late
year.
Tarasenko wasn't bad for you last year.
No, he wasn't bad at all. But then what happened was down the stretch, they didn't have much chemistry. Like I think only one or two players should be added to this lineup because this is a this is a Ranger team that's playing good.
If you think about it, depth pieces are the ones to really acquire at the deadline. Like, for example, look what Vegas acquired, Ivan Barbashev. He was the best acquisition last year, and he performed well because he was, second, third line. Do your thing, have fun.
Yeah, and we already got rid of Bonino. Like we cut
Bonino, he was
washed. Washed. All right, Tree. Will there be a greatest game video from the madness of the Canucks versus Wild game yesterday? That game definitely warrants that title.
Maybe.
What happened?
It was a shit show. The Canucks were up 5-2 nearing the end of the second period, and they got on a bunch of penalty kills, 5-on-3s all the way down, and then the Wild score like 5-6. It's like 5-4, and then 5-5 at the start of the third because they didn't hold down the puck. 5-6, 5-7. It was 5-8 by the time back. They had scored 7 goals in the third period. The Wild, so it was 10-7 was the final score, and it was down to the wire too. It was like one was a 1-score game.
That's not as bad as what the Panthers did to the Lightning. That was
there were 2 9-2 games.
Yeah,
did it too.
Yeah.
So walk-off touchdown to Justin Jefferson.
Joseph Naharian. What's funny is one of my best friends from high school, he lost his virginity to a girl whose last name was Naharian. So it's always funny every time. I wonder if they're related. I went to a game on Saturday, and it was such an incredible experience, but I wish Fives would have streamed the game on Sunday. That game was nuts. Yeah, that would have been fun to stream. Would have been really fun. I find it hard. Like the play-by-play is so difficult because I don't know the players like you do, and it's really hard to tell.
It's tough to focus. Fortunate thing is, like, they do have like highlights on ESPN of like certain players, so you could have that. I wouldn't have been able to join you. I was with a lady friend, my lady. I was with my lady. I cooked her a really nice dinner.
Oh, nice. Did you meet her on Hinge?
Yes, I did meet her on Hinge.
Really that seems to be the only app that
Hinge is pretty solid, surprisingly. Like Tinder's like it's not
garbage.
The same as it was.
And
Bumble, I never really liked Bumble. Well, Tinder, it's all Instagram ads and like Instagram ladies. It's like follow me, and you never follow me again. It's like okay, well, touche.
That always pisses me off. So when I see that on Hinge, I always send them a message, just not because I'm trying to match with them. Like, hey.
Just like at least differentiate.
No, I say, look, if you want to grow your Instagram account, fucking try posting on Instagram, you dumb bitch. And then I just like it's such a dumb thing to try to grow your Instagram by posting your handle and your dating profile. Like the way to grow your Instagram is to post on Instagram.
Well, either that or focus on an OnlyFans. Could be that too.
Yeah. But fuck you. Like, no, I like that shit pissed me off. You can't grow your Instagram. But so the other day I was feeling really bad about like just my level of matches. Like I'm a little dry right now.
No, it happens.
It happens. But then I saw this video of this dude, like he's like an average dude. Like what happens? Like the average guy only matches like 1.5% of his swipes end up being a match. So that means out of
ladies have the pick of the litter, dude.
Right. But I'm just saying, yeah, ladies do have their pick. But like I've been on 20 in a year. It's been about a year since I started dating online. I've been on 28 first dates. 28. And like, yeah, I haven't had like a great relationship or anything, but like I feel like I'm doing better than
you're doing something. I mean, you're getting first dates and putting yourself out there. I can respect that.
Yeah. So I'll find a girl. I'm not rushing into anything. Plus the couple of girls that wanted a relationship. Yeah. 5 points broke. Trust me. Yeah. So, okay. I'll give you some stats, right? Out of the 28 first dates, about 1/3 of them I rejected. Another third rejected me. Right. And I'll tell you this, I'll be honest, I've never gone on a date with less than a 6. And
so that's subjective though.
To me, no, I mean, if you saw them, you'd be like, well, you might even rate them higher. I don't know. to me, I've never gone on a date with less than a 6 unless it was like there was one that was a catfish and she was a 5, and that's it.
Oh, was
And
that the
I've
one
been-
where you got catfished and she was like, tall, but like
she was
whatever.
6'2" or something.
That's not
I
a
was like, what the fuck?
catfish, dude.
No, she did
Catfish
not
is
look
like
I would say, okay.
there are different versions of catfish.
I'm pretty objective. I get it, smoking in the pot. I'm pretty objective as to what is a 1 and what is a 10. And I've had 2 dates with what I would consider 9s out of the 28. And neither of them got to a second date. But, it happens. It happens. Anyways.
Yeah, buddy.
What is this?
Yep, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you're okay.
And the vegan metalhead 5. My dad has dementia. Yeah, it sucks, bro. I wish you didn't know. I wish it didn't happen. I'm really truly sorry. It is an awful process. Awful process. The Rangers are on the power play. Chris Hufford. Penguins are bad. Quick, get Mario out of there. What? It worked once.
No, it's not getting Mario out there. We need Yager out there. I mean, dude, you should have just thrown him on the power play. See, it couldn't have done anything worse.
When you had Yager and Lemieux, you guys were unbeatable. Like, you kicked our asses. Like, you were so good and so dominant. Like, Rangers, set it up. Around the boards. Sorry. This is what ADHD and
it's all good. And actually, it goes in the own net. Eric Carlson did a fuck you, and Islanders just scored again. Great. I think that was Carlson that fucked that up.
The Penguins suck.
They do. I mean, as I said, this is why they should have started rebuilding. This is pathetic.
Oh, what a save by Fox to keep it in the zone. Sorry, y'all are not seeing. So we will be reacting to the Rangers playoff games if they make it.
Yeah, Carlson missed the puck, but it went off. Holmstrom deflected in, so it was both Nedeljkovic and Carlson.
I wonder if the
Carlson's
Rangers would
not
take
known for his defense.
Do you think the Penguins would trade Carlson?
No, they're not trading him.
Why not?
Because he has a loaded contract. You can only defer it again. But the thing is, once again, does he really want to move?
Who's the Stars goalie? Nedeljkovic or
Ottinger?
Ottinger. He's good, dude.
He is. He's had a sluggish season, but
Vern Passero, we need less teams because it leads mediocre players playing and mediocre refs. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But we're thirsty. We've never been thirsty. People go watch AHL games, It's not as good hockey, but you watch NHL games. If there were 40 teams, we'd watch. We're at 32 now. We could find 8 markets, right? What? Cincinnati, Quebec City, Houston,
Utah, Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Atlanta. Atlanta's that's a rumor too.
Yeah.
You could do Charlotte.
Right,
Charlotte, you have Raleigh. That's too close.
Yeah, it's too close. You could do like Virginia Beach. I don't know.
Is there a viable arena there?
No, they'd have to build one.
Omaha,
San Diego, Omaha. No, I don't think Omaha.
San Diego wouldn't be a bad option.
We only need 2 more. Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a good one. All right.
Milwaukee, if they have the arena.
Mm-hmm. All right, 1 more. And we could do a 40.
You could do Omaha.
What about another like Hamilton, Canada? Right? Could you
Hamilton, but that is Toronto and Buffalo going to give that up though.
Kansas City. We forgot about Kansas City, right? Yeah. So that's 8 right there. I don't think the Maple Leafs would allow Hamilton. They could do one in London, Portland, Oregon. Yeah. Oklahoma City, no. They'd be like, what's that ice stuff? I don't even know what that is. Salt Lake City. Vernon Passero. We are at that. You read this one.
Yeah, buddy. Mr. Tree, for a potential future greatest game video, may I recommend Game 6 of the 1999 NLCS, the Kenny Rogers game?
That was a really good game.
I'll have to look that up. I remember the Randy Gregg game at Atlanta, Florida, where he said like the widest strike zone known to man. It's like, what are you doing?
You mean the Eric Gregg?
Eric Gregg game. Randy Gregg's the former Oiler.
That's the thing. You have so many so many sports names in your head that you just you get them all conflated sometimes.
Sometimes.
Justin Ziegler. Not sure if my body is telling me it's time for me to find another job, but last couple of days my body doesn't want to eat anymore and my stomach feels twisted. Seems weird. It came suddenly. Advice. You could be sick. What you should probably do is see a doctor. You should not be asking for medical advice from two jabronis on a live show on YouTube.
I feel like it's more of a stomach bug if that's the case.
It could be, but I'll tell you who would tell you better than us is a doctor.
A doctor or a Med Express or anything along those lines.
If they're concerned if it doesn't go away, they might, do a CBC, a blood count, and see if there's anything off there. But I'm sure you're young and you're healthy. Yeah. And hopefully it's nothing.
If it only started a couple days ago, it should be okay. I mean, as long as it's
no, again, we are not doctors.
No, but I mean, that's just me shooting the shit.
Yes. Let's preface everything by us not trying to diagnose or figure anything out. Go see a doctor if you're concerned. Jared Overfeld, I should have stayed home and watched hockey instead of going to Madame Web. Such a bad movie. She was beat by Bob Marley.
I've heard, I haven't really watched many of the superhero movies, but like most of them are just like bleeding money and they're just not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the superhero genre is.
I haven't even seen Barbie or Oppenheimer.
I saw Barbie as Punishment. It smacks you over the head with a 2x4. If you loved like the dolls growing up, you'll love that movie. But you never struck me as someone who loved Barbie dolls.
Do you know what's funny? Go ahead.
But I mean, I have not seen Oppenheimer.
I have not seen it either. I just don't have 3.5 hours to dedicate, or is it 4 hours or something like that to dedicate to Japan getting blown up. Like I could just go on the internet and watch nuclear explosions and be like, oh, that's the movie, right? A bunch of smart people were like, how can we make the biggest bomb possible? And then they did it. They were like, oh, you guys started it with Pearl Harbor and we ended it with a fucking nuclear bomb.
Well, what happened was they weren't actually trying to create that deadly of a bomb. They were looking for something smaller. They didn't expect the atom to split and cause that big of an explosion. Like, oh shit. That's why Oppenheimer thought he was dead.
Fucked up. Mm-hmm. That's what Socks is saying. Oppenheimer was good, just too long. Yeah, you got to break it up in like 2 parts or something, Honestly, yeah, you ever watch the movie Pearl Harbor and all of our guys are getting killed and you're just like, yeah, we got them back for that.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you. I mean, honestly, you want the longest movie? Gettysburg. It's like 7 hours. We watched it at a school assembly all day one time because it's like 8 hours long.
Matthew Broderick is in it, right? Yeah.
Not sure.
No.
I know Robert Duvall's Robert E. Lee, I think.
Gettysburg movie.
I think you're thinking of Glory. Matthew Broderick.
Glory is Matthew Broderick. This one has Richard Jordan, Tom Berenger, Martin Sheen. Mm-hmm. Sam Elliott's in it.
A lot of old time actors.
Yeah.
So I think
Morgan Shepherd.
Shepherd, the old NASCAR.
I don't think Robert Duvall. I'm not seeing Robert Duvall. I'm seeing Martin Sheen as Robert E. Lee.
Robert Duvall might have been in Gods and Generals. That's what I might have been.
Glory is a really good movie. Okay. Oh no, wait, you're right. Jeff Daniels is Jeff Daniels is like the main character. Jeff Daniels was in Elliott. C. Thomas Howell's in it. You know your movies, man.
Well, I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis, was he in it?
Daniel Day-Lewis was in Lincoln. Remember, he played Lincoln.
Lincoln, Gangs of New York.
That was a long ass, boring movie. It was like apparently. So when I was when the kids wanted to become like child actors, we waited in line for like an audition basically, and this one guy had been an extra in the movie Lincoln, and they said that Daniel Day-Lewis was like so in character that he was a fucking dick. Mm-hmm. Like he wouldn't talk to anyone. Like he stayed in a manor on the top of a hill with all the lights off, like no power. Like he lived like he was in 1865 and like depressed and just That's how he got into character. And then when filming was finally over, he came and like hung out with
Penguins
everyone.
scored. Thank fuck. I think Riley Smith off the deflection. Yay.
Ian
About fucking
Genge.
time.
Yeah. All right. So is it tied up or you're still down?
3-2.
Oh. Penguins. I'm sorry for your loss, 5. I still don't handle hospitals well since the time I saw my grandpa and my mom's dad hallucinate. He was at the lake getting ready to fish.
Oh.
My dad had to put his life on his life jacket. It stayed with me. Yeah, it's in those situations like that, like you just kind of have to go with them. You can't really reason with them. Like my dad, when the last time I took him anywhere, I took him to a baseball game, and like he was competent enough to go with me, but it was odd because you're like with your dad and he's like, Adam, I just got returned to active duty. And I'm like, holy shit, like you've been retired for 20 years. And like he said it with such confidence. It was like scary. And like, I don't know, like, and to watch that happen, like Alzheimer's, I will say this, Alzheimer's does give you enough time, if you're lucky, to kind of come to terms with everything. And you rarely get that, like a cancer or something like that will take your loved one from you pretty quickly, or a heart attack will just be sudden. Like Alzheimer's is a very slow process where you just have time to get ready for the inevitable, which also kind of sucks. So
I think we may have missed a few super chats.
Oh, did we?
So, we might have.
No,
So we'll do it after. Damian Smith and King Barrelmaker. We might.
Oh yeah, we did miss the shit out of those.
So we'll do Phantom Observer first, and then we'll get back to those two. I thought we missed something because I remember something about Russ Fields and Channel. Like, wait, we didn't get that one. We'll get to yours, guys. We're sorry about that. Man.
After that, I want to talk about
like.
Yeah, we suck.
Okay.
I want to talk about
it's
the greatest
StreamYard, because StreamYard always like skips.
Yeah, I want to talk about the greatest sports movies after this, but
we'll do those 2 super chats in the meantime, though. Phantom Observer. So, which one's the best Doc Holliday? Dennis Quaid, Val Kilmer, or Kirk Douglas?
Val Kilmer all the way, man. Val Kilmer was incredible.
I don't think I've seen either, but Damian Smith, Tree, Russ Fields, or Tannehill for the Steelers? Oof. I mean, the problem is, like, there's so many rumors going around. Apparently, they want to keep Mason Rudolph. It might be Pickett. It might be Fields. It might be Tannehill. It might be Russ. It's like choosing between Cliff Stout, Mark Malone, and David Woodley. Like, it's like that. It's like, oh, God. We're back to the late 80s. I mean, Bobby Brister is probably going to be coming out of the locker room soon. So,
oh, my God. Worst Steelers quarterback ever? Is that Bobby Brister?
Apparently, to Steelers fans, worst Steeler quarterback ever would probably be Kent Graham. Former Giant.
Yeah. He was decent for the Giants because he was better than Dave Brown.
I remember, like, he won the starting job in camp because Cordell had a really bad camp. And
Cordell Stewart. I cannot believe you started him as your quarterback.
Cordell, the problem was, like, he had a lot of potential, but he was just so inconsistent.
Yeah.
He was a frustrating player.
Could have started Antoine Randall L.
Well, Antoine came later, so it's...
Yeah, I know. Okay.
King Barrelmaker. Off-season episode idea. Make a March Madness bracket for the worst NFL head coach ever. Not a bad idea. With Rust, Kotite, Jackson, Gase, Urban, Hackett. Winner is the worst of all time.
Who is worse between Adam Gase and Urban Meyer?
Meyer.
Who's
Urban
worse
Meyer was
Urban?
a disaster.
Yeah.
Like, Urban is my gold standard for worst head coach of all time.
But there was that one Niners coach that was really bad. I forget what his name was. He got fired during his first year.
I remember it was in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Because but the problem was, like, he wasn't malignant. Like, Urban Meyer was malignant.
Was cancerous.
Like him, Petrino, like they were just malignant tumors.
Matt Patricia was a pretty bad. Chip
Patricia
Kelly was a bad head coach.
Chip
but
Kelly
at least Chip Kelly made the playoffs, right?
Well, Chip Kelly was a fucking asshole. Destroyed the Eagles.
Yeah. He was also a terrible GM. Guys. He traded LaShawn McCoy for nothing. For
traded
Kiko
McCoy.
Alonso.
He traded a couple other guys too.
Spurrier was bad, but they also, they won 7 games or something.
Yeah, Spurrier was a Dan Snyder hire. I mean, if you want like bad head coaches, you're looking like old Patriots. You're looking like, Marion Campbell, stuff like that.
Hugh Jackson was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dave Campo. was bad.
The old Cowboys
Good
coach. Yeah.
one.
Triple A. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
We got this one. Best
Okay.
Doc Holiday. Yeah, we got that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Tree, this year will be 40 years since one of the most goated NBA drafts of all time. Bowie over Jordan.
Yeah. Hakeem was in that draft, right?
Yep, Hakeem the Dream, first overall.
So you can't really argue with Hakeem. That was neat. But then Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan.
Well, remember, they had Clyde Drexler. So they probably thought, okay, we need another big. And with Houston, they were rolling with Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon, and they picked Bowie over Jordan, and they've been kicking ever since.
Ralph Sampson was kind of a bust too,
Well, Ralph Sampson was good, then the injuries killed him.
Yeah, he got bad knees. He had Greg Oden type knees.
Yeah, that's what happened to him.
Yep.
Oh, Pens are on the power play. It's turning shitty again. What a shocker.
I'm going to get a new one of these. I don't know which one to get, though, of one of these little mini guns.
I know they talk about
the goat guns.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe you can help the power play out because it fucking sucks. Because it's like they were like there's so much quote unquote talent on this power play, but it's all like it sucks. Like the power play is fucking awful.
Black Flag Matters. What's up, Darian? Yay,
up,
football is over. Yeah,
I mean,
it's NASCAR
honestly, like
season,
it's not even like I don't even miss football. It's like everyone saying, like, "Oh, do you miss football?" It's been 1 week. It's like, fuck no, you kidding me?
I miss it in my YouTube analytics.
We'll get it back.
Yeah,
we'll find stuff. I'm able to pursue off-season projects.
Yeah,
so it's all good.
Anyways, okay, greatest sports movies of all time.
Got to do Field of Dreams. Got to throw that in there.
Major
League, Sandlot.
Bull
Durham.
Bull Durham's there.
A lot of baseball movies.
Gosh,
I'm trying to think. Miracle's not bad.
Oh, Hoosiers. Hoosiers got to be up there, right?
Here's one you might not think. Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings is a great one.
Yep.
Rocky. Is Rocky really a sports movie? I mean,
it is. It's boxing. Boxing is sport.
I've never seen Glory Road. Mystery Alaska is one of the best. A Miracle. Miracle's got to be.
Yeah, that's what I said. Miracle.
Okay. Slap Shot. Okay. So are there two different types? There's like comedy, right? Like Major League, The Longest Yard, Necessary Roughness is in the comedy. Oh, and then there's drama. Rudy's a great one.
Rudy, For Love of the Game.
Oh gosh, those are some really good ones.
Newt Rockney. Win one for the Gipper.
That's win one for you're going old school there.
That's classic.
Rush was great. That's an auto racing movie.
Days of Thunder.
But that's more like
that's
NASCAR
like cheese.
Porn. That's NASCAR. Porn
that's Top Gun.
There.
That's Top Gun on wheels.
Was it?
Another power play for the Penguins. Great. How
Top
are we
Gun
going
on
to screw this
wheels. Yeah, it was. I don't. Bagger Vance. That's a good one.
I don't think I've
if
seen.
You like
Bagger
golf?
Vance.
Tin Cup's really good too.
If you're looking golf comedy, Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore is a great one. Brian's Song is great, but that's more about like two teammates.
Yeah, Brian Piccolo and
Cars. How about let's do fringe sports movies that are Caddyshack. That's a good one. Yes, those movies that are based on sports but not really sports movies, like
Dirty Dancing. That's not really sports, but dancing's a sport.
There's football in Dead Poet Society, right?
Dude, High School Musical has basketball in
it. Any Given Sunday is great. No, wait, Batman. The one Batman that has the
when they blew up the stadium,
Dark Knight
Rises.
Yeah,
Heinz Ward, only survivor of the Pittsburgh Gothams or the Gotham City Rogues.
Would you consider what's the one with the dads in it? David Spade and Rob Schneider are in it.
Forget The Replacements. I mean,
no. They're pretending they go back and they play like Little League Baseball.
Oh, I forget. I know exactly what you're talking
about.
The
Air Bud movies. Gosh, what is that movie? Grown Ups. Yes.
I Am 12.
There's a football scene in MASH.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Grown-ups. Planes, Trains, and Bench Warmers is a good one. That's another one. Space Jam.
Space Jam was so cheesy.
All right. What is the worst sports movie? Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac. That was awful.
That one was okay. I mean, it was maybe the Kurt Warner documentary. Maybe
yeah. Where the dude he can't even really play football, you know?
Kevin James is Sean Payton.
Dodgeball is a great movie. Yeah. Oh, Kevin James is Sean Payton. That is a terrible movie. Space Jam 2, I heard, was crap.
I didn't even
with
want
LeBron.
to see it.
Yeah, Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck was pretty bad too. Phantom Observer, The Mighty Ducks, remember the Titans? Rocky, Creed's really good.
Creed was good.
That one movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. is
Radio?
No.
Jerry
Maguire.
Jerry
Jerry
Maguire.
Maguire.
Well, Radio did have football in it though.
Would you consider Predator to be a sports movie because Jesse?
It's
Ventura
about hunting. Well, it's about hunting.
Right. Arnold is in it.
Carl Weathers was a former NFL
Carl
player.
Weathers. Yes, Carl Weathers. Oh,
I didn't realize he was in the NFL until he did.
Former athletes who acted in movies. Ooh.
John Madden.
John Madden acted in a movie?
Little Giants.
Okay. I'm talking about like as an actor. Like Kurt Russell was a minor league baseball player and became an actor. Terry Crews played in the NFL.
Yep. Well, if you're looking wrestlers, Dave Bautista, The Rock.
Yes. I
John
believe
Cena.
Burt Reynolds played in the NFL, right?
I think he was semi-pro.
Hold on.
Ed O'Neill had a tryout with the Steelers, didn't make it though.
Burt Reynolds played. I don't think he made it to the NFL, but he did play in college.
Yeah, like he might have had a tryout, or he could have
Florida
played like in a
State.
side league.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Yeah.
I know Ed O'Neill played football for a little bit. Like as I said, played college.
He played
had
at
a
Polk
tryout.
High. Had 4 touchdowns in the All-City Championship. Dan Marino acted in one movie.
Yep, laces out.
Mm-hmm. He was bad. He was so bad. It's like, oh, you're blaming me. Don't blame him. Uh-huh.
Right.
Acting is really hard. I'm sorry. Like acting is super hard.
You have to get in the right mood for acting.
Yeah, look at Tom. Like Tom and Scooter have both taken acting classes. Like it's a challenge to act.
You have to change into your different. Like, I mean, I took acting classes as a kid, but that's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't
It's not
count. That's like
super
taking
serious.
karate as a kid and thinking that you can go to the UFC. Joe McHale was on the Uni Washington team that won the Natty. I didn't know that. In basketball, Hakeem was in it. Oh, that's right. Kareem.
Yeah, but he was in
Kareem
Airplane. Really
Yes.
good role in
Good
Airplane,
actor.
too. He was funny.
Yeah. O.J. Simpson.
Will Chamberlain. Chamberlain actually played a role. Conan the Destroyer.
Yep.
Which was hilarious because he wasn't good. That movie was terrible.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson was great
And
in
Naked
the
Gun.
Naked Gun until he got canceled.
Well, he got tired of being
He's a victim of
punchline and just
cancel
decided
culture.
to.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him, man? Like,
Well,
he was
apparently
he was
he's still
acquitted.
driving on a Ford Bronco these days. So.
Yeah, I mean, he was found not guilty, so I don't know why he hasn't done any acting roles since.
Well, he acted in a trying to steal his memorabilia from a Las
That's
Vegas
right.
store
I just think the public
put back in
overreacted.
jail.
Yeah, the public overreacted to that.
No,
you know?
OJ was fucking guilty, dude.
What are you talking about?
Glove
was
doesn't
acquitted
fit. You must acquit.
in front of a jury of his peers.
Because he had the best defense attorneys money could
Dude,
buy.
he had Kim Kardashian's dad.
Yeah. We can blame him for that bullshit.
Stacey Higgins. I don't know much about hockey, but I was curious. What team is known to the best, like the Yankees of hockey? Also, today is my birthday. 35 years young.
Happy birthday, Stacey.
The Canadians are like the
I'd
Yankees.
say the Canadians.
Yeah, because now, especially now, because the Yankees haven't won a World Series in a while.
Mhm.
You know, so
But they haven't had that late '90s run. I would say
Yeah.
maybe the Red Wings. Well, the Red Wings.
Yeah, the Red
had a
Wings are
little
a
bit.
lot like
They had their
they
dark
won one-
ages. They had their
yeah.
rise.
They won one around the same time. Yeah, maybe the Red Wings are
Maybe
more
the
like
Blackhawks,
Yankees.
but the Blackhawks had 50-year drought, so I don't know if that
The
would
Red
be
Wings are, because like people like the Red Wings for no good reason. You know, it's like you're not from Detroit, but you just like the Red Wings. And so many Canadian people like the Red Wings because they live, you know, across the pond in Toronto or something. And
This is such this is a multi-layered thing. Concussion with Will Smith slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of slapping from Will Smith.
Yes.
Concussion slaps.
Can you watch those concussion videos? Or not concussion videos, those slap fight videos. I personally cannot watch those videos.
I haven't seen any. I have no interest in seeing it.
You don't watch the ones where they're just it's so
like they are like super back. Like a chiseled Adonis does commentaries on those.
They're across from each other on a table and they just slap each other. No defense whatsoever. And they knock each other out and they concuss each other. And I'm just like, this is barbaric as fuck. Like this is not, there's no sport to this. It's just punching the shit out of somebody, no defense. Like the idea to me of sport is like you can do it, and if you're good enough, not get hit. To me, slap fighting is just like it's the lowest common denominator of competition. There's nothing athletic about it. You're just hitting the shit out of someone. Of course, someone who is an active slap fight participant would like, I would like you to take one of these slaps, and I would just be like, nah, I'm good. Don't slap me.
Mm-hmm. Nobody likes a slap, man. How can she slap?
How can she slap? All right, we've had a couple super chats.
Okay. Yeah, buddy.
Jared Oberfeld.
Yeah, we did that one.
Oh, we did it one. Sorry. Alex Karras as Mongo in Blazing Saddles. That movie would get canceled.
Oh, dude, that wouldn't even be made these days.
Yeah, Roddy Piper,
and they live.
Oh, that's right. Roddy was great in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. That's who the wrestler is loosely based off of, is Roddy Piper, because he loved wrestling so much. Like it basically cost him his family. You know, he just loved.
Well, he was a troublemaker back in the day. Like he was a delinquent. He was he was best friends with like a former NHLer, Cam Connor.
Really?
Yep.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, he is Canadian. He's from Ontario, I think. I remember looking up his Wikipedia a while ago. It's like, he was a delinquent as a kid, always got in trouble. Best friends with Cam Connor, former NHLer.
Yeah. Well, he made it to the top when he stepped on everyone he could on the way, but he gave it us. He gave it all for us.
Yeah, and then he's unfortunately not here anymore, and it's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
SB is here. Just got back from vacation in DC this weekend with my long distance girl. Had fun, but I miss her. Glad to catch you guys live to help cheer me up, dude. I mean, as long as you can see her as often as you can, man. I get it. I mean,
long distance is tough, man, but if you can make it work, make it work.
Yeah.
That's the thing I've discovered about the dating pool is it's not that you just have to expand your dating pool. And if you have to go to North Carolina to find some girl willing to fuck you, then go to North Carolina.
Yep, that's why we play baseball in North Carolina.
Women have such an advantage now. There's never been a situation like this.
I mean, it's always been there.
They've always had the advantage.
They've always had it. The problem is now it's like there's so many options to choose from. I don't blame them.
I'll tell you how I knew I was kind of fucked was I was telling my sister, I was like, look, I'm 47. I work out. I'm in shape. I'm successful. Like I would say that I'm in the top percentage. And she laughed and she goes, there's a lot of dudes like you, Adam. And I was like, whatever. And then I went to the gym in Northern Virginia. There was like 80 people there. 75 were all dudes and they were all in shape, just like me. And only 5 women there. And they were all out of shape and fat. And I'm like, this is a problem. Right? If women don't care about their looks enough to get into the gym and stay in shape, that just tells you what the state of the market is, that they can just do nothing and continue to have suitors while 60 dudes are working out hard as shit to get one hot chick. Of course, everyone's going to be mad and discouraged.
That's just life, man. Life just kicks you in the ass like that.
That's how life does you.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more super chat, I think.
All right. And that is Five's dating advice with Adam Jackson. Trainer good for 10. I'm totally stoked to be able to watch live for once since my vacation started today. Dude, congratulations, brother. You guys keep up the great work. Oh, yeah, go Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
How about them Chiefs? Unfortunately.
Sucks. Chiefs. All right, how about this? Who's going to Adam Drew Tate? Fuck you, Nick. And then Barks is here. He's like, hey, sorry I missed it out on media day. Hope y'all are enjoying the off season so far.
He's moving up in the world.
Literally at the Super Bowl. He went to the end. You know what I love, by the way, that Tom could have chosen anyone in the world, right? He could have chosen his dad to come with him. He could have chosen, a relative or anyone, but he chose Johnny Barks.
If you think about it, he's the closest he's been with him all year. Like he was the guy that joined him in the battles.
Dude,
30 for 30. It makes perfect sense to take Johnny Barks.
Did you go back to their hotel room?
Yes, I went back in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Did their hotel room just not smell like man ass? Like I was like, oh my god,
it really didn't. It was just like
you guys need to do your laundry.
Honestly, it's just like them just eating like
they were living out of
Johnny's editing on the laptop.
Yeah. Barks gave me a whole thing of tasty cakes and was just like, get out of here.
Yeah, like I mean, I was offered some stuff too, but it's like I'm trying to lose some weight. I can't take it.
Mm-hmm. Well, every stop that they went, and this was incredible. They tried
to find vegan food
stuff.
Yeah,
so much.
Well, we had to mail it back. Like I mailed some stuff back from him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So I had 2 big boxes of stuff like I had to take, because they were like, it's either we mail this out or we have to throw it. Of course they didn't want to throw it away, but that's Barks. People being so generous. It's amazing the outpouring of support, and not just like little things, like really
these are some big stuff,
things.
Like really big stuff.
Ravens jerseys, like just in the boxes that I took home, like beer, like all these things from the local market that that you just wouldn't experience if you didn't know. And on top of that, not just the gifts that they gave, but they also received cash and donations for St. Jude's.
And then Tom had to donate that in person, and that's why he was one of the highest on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I did go through their boxes, Nick. I wanted to see what they got. It was like wedding presents. I was like,
man, you are a... Yeah, you are crazy. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to go through the boxes because I was busy with my own shit. I was at 30 for 30. I actually got this commemorative tree.
Now, I will say this.
So I have that planted. I got that from a fan of mine.
I did keep one thing, and I'll show it to you. Because it didn't fit in the box, and I still have it, and I just didn't feel like they cared that I did keep it or not.
Well, we'll do the solo layout. I mean, now Tom's going to get pissed at you.
Yeah. Sorry, Johnny and Tom. I stole your Old Bay.
Dude,
from your Baltimore
grocery store.
I know, but like, I was like, there's regulations for shipping food. No, I don't know. I needed it. Like one day I was like, I'm making some food and I need this Old Bay. So, to know the Old Bay. Sorry, Barks. I'm sure you could go to the store and get yourself some Old Bay.
Oh, dude, actually, because he texted me about the wildflower stuff.
He lost it. He just straight up lost it.
I couldn't.
I do not have the wildfire stuff.
I tried looking on both my files. I could not find it.
And he lost his Jackson DeVille costume.
Yep, he had to wear.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he just had to find like a random like yellow suit.
Yeah, that would have been so epic if he could have thrown out the first pitch in his Jackson DeVille outfit, but he freaking lost it. You guys were all over the place. That is what happens when 2 dudes travel together. When 2 dudes travel together, they lose everything, and they're always going last minute, and they're just throwing their shit in a suitcase and running to the airport. Women get like packed, like they just stay packed. And they never lose anything. And it all fits. Like, I don't get how women do this. How does everything fit into the, like, it's all folded neatly and organized and shit. I'm just literally sitting on my suitcase and zipping it around. As I get
the
ready
head
to
and
go.
Stormus, the head and shoulder outfit broke like immediately for Tom.
That's right.
So it's gone.
Yeah, it fell apart.
Like his dreams going to the Super Bowl 5 years ago. As I said, I wish the NFL would have just given him a gift basket of Head and Shoulders in his hotel room, and it would have been like, dude, they have the opportunity to do something really special here. Yeah. And I would have been like, dude, that would have been brilliant. Just a gift basket of Head and Shoulders. That's all I wanted. And just to see his reaction.
That would have been the best prank. Johnny Barks, why didn't you do that? Barks, it would have cost like $15. That would have been the best prank I could imagine. Next year. Just you guys will be back at the Super Bowl, I'm sure.
No, of course.
When they invite us to go to the Super Bowl, it's like that scene in Goodfellas. They're just like, yeah, meet us here. And then Goodell's down there with a baseball bat.
No, actually, it's going to be like Tommy DeVito. We go into an empty room and then we get shot.
Tommy,
it's like, we're going to the Super Bowl. It's like, wait, this isn't the Super Bowl, and it's like we in a pit with lions, actual lions, and we get devoured.
Yes. Okay, we made it an hour. It's the beginning of the off season. He got to Vegas like an hour before me.
Yeah,
I want to
be waiting with a bunch of.
Oh, he beat you there.
I knew it.
Damn. Did y'all have to room together, Barks? Pepper says, because this Southern Belle takes her time to stay organized when traveling. That's what I'm just saying. Like, dudes don't know how to travel. Women,
girls are better than that. I travel light, man.
Like, everything smells good. Like, there's like perfume and shit. Guys are like just man ass in a suitcase.
The thing too is, like, we bitch about them overpacking. There's a reason why they overpack. Smart,
because they're smart. Yeah, I always forget something. Here, this is what happens every time I get up to my parents' house, which is only an hour and a half away. Always something. I'm like I sit down and it's late, and I try to look at my phone. I'm like, where are my readers? And I'm like, fuck, I forgot them.
Yeah. The only thing I forgot on my trip to Scranton, I forgot toothpaste, but they had toothpaste there.
Yeah,
that's all I forgot.
I used to forget toothpaste. I used to forget contact solution. That's why I love having LASIK, because I would just forget my contact shit all the time.
Well, I mean, it's apparently a pain in the ass if you don't have the contact solution.
Oh my gosh. If you try to sleep in them, like you wake up and your eyes are like stuck together. Or what I would do is like I would go to the little store in the hotel and get like Visine. And then if you mix Visine with a little bit of water, it'll be good enough as contact solution. And it was
Johnny Barks
be a man. Sleep in your contacts. Yeah, okay. That shit was so uncomfortable to sleep in your that's what I'm saying. I'd rather just pour Visine into at least something that's not going to ruin the contact. And I would never have backup pairs either. Right. I would either be blind or with stuck eyes, or waking up and putting in contacts from literally. One time I put spit. I would just spit in the fucking. That was rough.
That sounds bad.
That was rough, but saliva is still better than fucking nothing or water. You put them in water. Oh my gosh.
That's bad.
Yeah, just wait till you need a cornea transplant, Johnny Barks, when that contact is stuck to your fucking eye. All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yes, sir. I've been doing nothing but housework all day, trying to catch up on shit. But
I started doing taxes today. Is anybody good with Excel? Want to make a little money?
I'm waiting for a few more pieces to mail in my taxes, and that'll be fun. I was just working on some valves in my kitchen sink. It started leaking a couple days ago. To replace some valves, replace the water nozzle, repaint some stuff, and then I realized I got flat instead of satin.
But I mean, the off season.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's stuff you need to do. And it's just like, it's part and parcel. I mean, I don't mind doing it. It's just, I just
getting the house ready for the new girl.
Well, it's not just that. I actually discovered the leak when I was with the girl. As I'm like, why is this leaking? What's happening? It's like, shit. Because it had been leaking for a couple days. There's some water damage underneath. I mean, not totally damageable, but it's like, enough to clean up. Some warp, some like peeling of the laminate. shit like that.
Yeah. And hopefully, we didn't see Bulletproof Glass today, but hopefully he's fine.
I agree. I hope he's doing
That's the
well.
message. I hope he's doing better and feeling better. Thanks for everyone for checking in. I need to send you a 1099 Barks. So yeah, let's talk to me on Twitter. And yeah, I need W9. I don't have any W9s, but
yeah, I don't think I need to send you anything this year, 5. I did last year, but not this year. I don't think, because I didn't send you.
I should have a W. I mean, I need.
I'll need your W9 from. I need to. I need yours.
I need to send you a 1099.
Like that, and I think Google are the only ones I'm waiting on.
Yeah, I think you can download Google and AdSense. Anyways, love y'all.
Yes, sir.
See y'all next week. See you on Thursday. Hopefully, we'll do clickbait.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's. Hopefully, it's
tax.
not like,
yeah, let's do a tax chat.
Ooh, tax stream. Let's go.
This show is brought to you by Tax Slayer.
Oh, dude, I better have deductions this year because I had so much to do around my house. That's a write-off when you own a house. Yeah. Fuck that.
All right. I love y'all.
All right,
see you later.
Peace out.